Hello, my name is Dmitry Naskovets. Hello, everyone from Brooklyn, New York. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let me tell you something. And today we have very interesting topic for my viewers. I received a phone call from my subscriber. His name is Mekan. And he told me the following: I would like to meet with you. I think you can answer the question that I have. I got interested because he's my subscriber. I trust those kind of people. So we met and he had a following question to me: how to make $250,000 in a year out of $50,000 investment. I told him immediately, I'm not a money guy, but I have a friend. His name is Adam Bergman, aka The Berg. He lives in Brooklyn as well. I call him and he decided to help me to answer this question, and that's what we're gonna talk about in this video. How to make $250,000 from investment of $50,000 in a year. Thank you very much for your attention, and let's go. We have Mekan, a wonderful person from Turkmenistan. You live in New York for how long?
Almost 4 years.
4 years. And you have this interesting idea, and it's kind of, maybe everybody is interested in this. I have $50,000 and I want to make out of it $250,000 so I can have $300,000. He asked me this question. You know, I told him like, listen, I'm doing legal services every day, so let me call Adam, the YouTube money guy, aka The Berg. I understand this is not financial advice. We are doing this video for entertainment and information purposes. So first of all, do you like this idea?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think everybody should take their financial future in their own hands and do something with their life.
What about 1 year? You don't think it's too fast to think like that?
Listen, the way I think, if I make 10% of my money in a year, that's a good year. Anything over that is extra. Can you get a 5x on your money? Yes, everything's possible, but who knows?
Mekan, why 300,000 and 1 year? How you get these numbers?
Because I will graduate from college next year. I want to prepare and I want to be ready. I want to open some kind of business next year when I graduate this college. So it's my plans for next year.
Got it.
And I'm trying to find some people to help me. I hope this video will help me.
So, you know, American old school way. You save for 5 years, 10 years, 100, 200, and then you have 300,000. We have 25 years old. Fuck that. 1 year. What do you think about the ethics of this?
I think it's very ambitious, and I could just be very honest with you. It's probably not going to happen. The problem is, if you want to get to that 5x returns, that means that all of your investments have to be super risky. Everything has to be high risk, high reward. The problem is, as quick as you could go from 50,000 to 300,000, you could also go from 50,000 to zero. That's the problem, because to get those returns, you have to do high risk, high rewards. However, if you do a more defensive investing, at least you're not going to lose your money, and then you hope for the best. Does that make sense? Like, I don't invest that way. That's me personally, because I want to protect my money. But again, everybody has a different threshold of risk tolerance.
Where did you get your 50,000?
I worked.
So you saved?
Yeah, I saved, I worked, and that's all I had.
So you have very interesting pattern. So you had a skill of saving for years, 50, but now you want to jump a little bit like Lamborghini instead of Nissan or Honda.
I won't say I just got its $1,500 recently. I was saving it years and years.
But it's
I will be truthful to the viewers. I called Adam, and first, I think you don't like this idea of the video, right? Because you kind of were defensive, saying, listen, I'm not a financial advisor, like, what do you want from me? But you said a very interesting phrase. You said, I can say what I would do.
Yeah.
So what is the answer to this?
First of all, saving up $50,000 by 25 years old, that's already an amazing accomplishment. So there's two ways of thinking about it. Do you want to risk that 50,000? Because you never know if you'll be able to save that up again. Why? You're no longer going to be in college. Now you're going to be in the real world, and it's going to be very hard to make 50,000 again, right? You can't work those 10-hour days, 12-hour days, doing whatever you have to do, double jobs. You don't want to do that. So you got to start thinking, are you ready to risk the 50K or not? If it's me, my personal investing, what I would do, first you got to figure out what type of investing you want to do and what vehicle investing you want to do. So basically there's the three main ones: cryptocurrency, stocks, real estate. Real estate you're not going to do because it's super slow money. So you're left with stocks and you're left with cryptocurrency. The good thing is right now everything is at the bottom, right? It's almost at 52-week lows for a lot of the stocks, and cryptocurrency is also very, very low.
So you mean everything is cheap to buy?
Yeah, so right now Bitcoin is approximately $40,000. It was at 68,000. So investing 50,000, for example, in Bitcoin right now was a much better deal than investing at 68. The chances of it going back to 68 are more reasonable than 40,000 becoming 20,000, right? As opposed to when you're investing at an all-time high, the chances of you going to 100,000 is less than you going back to 40,000 or 30,000. Once I would figure out where I want to put in my money, then I want to do my risk appetite. For you, risk appetite is, I don't care about anything. I'm willing to lose all my money to move forward. I would never do that. I definitely never do that. Because you got to ask yourself, how long would it be to get back your 50,000? But the best way to make 50,000 into 300,000 is investing into cryptocurrency, but specific cryptocurrency, DeFi cryptocurrency, decentralized finance. And decentralized finance is essentially tokens built on the blockchain. They're a very, very risky investing, even more riskier than regular cryptocurrency. The higher the cryptocurrency, for example, Bitcoin is the least risky, Ethereum second least risky, Binance coin less risky, Cardano less risky, so on and so forth. As you become in these DeFi projects, because anybody can make it. You, me, you, in 1 hour we can make a DeFi project. You know, you hire some influencers, they talk about it, the price goes up, and somebody can rug pull it, which means steal all your money. But the rewards you can also make 3, 4, 5. I invested in a project last week and tripled your money in a week in one of these DeFi projects. But you can also lose your money completely because you're investing in somebody you don't know who the person is completely.
So it's a lot of homework.
It's a lot of homework, and even if you do the right homework, there's still a chance to lose. I just want to be very, very clear on it. But if it was me and I wanted to be risky and invest 50,000 to do 300,000, which I would not. But if it was me, I would invest in these DeFi projects. And your best bet is investing in something called BNB, the Better and Better chain, which used to be Binance Smart Chain.
It's very good that we are recording this because you're going to have full information and it's recorded.
Yeah, that's where you would start. Then you got to do your research of where. So I'm not going to tell you what to buy or what to sell, but if it's me, I would go look at these DeFi projects. Also, go ahead. You had a question?
So how do you feel investing in cryptocurrency? Do you like?
I do have a little bit experience with cryptocurrency. I started last year, 2021. So I invested like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, so Cardano. I buy.
So you have some portfolio in stable coins.
Yeah, I do have. I use now Binance US and Coinbase. So I do have little bit experience.
Investing in stable coins, it's kind of slow money.
There is no money. Stablecoin is stablecoin. So what you wanted to say is blue chip cryptos. That's what you wanted to say. Blue chip cryptos is like top 20, 30, 50 cryptos. That's what you wanted to say. A stable coin is pegged to the US dollar. So a stable coin will always be worth $1, right?
Stable coin, I made a mistake.
Yes. Also, when you're investing in DeFi, you're investing through centralized exchanges, which is Coinbase, Binance, Gemini. All of these are KuCoin, Kraken. They're all central exchanges. You can't really make something called staking rewards. You can't make mining rewards, things like that. If you invest through DeFi, you can do staking rewards, which means you invest. For example, I'm investing in Algorand right now. It's one of the blue chip cryptos. I think it has tremendous room to grow. not financial advice, just entertainment and education purposes only. But I'm betting a lot of money on Algorand that is going to skyrocket and overtake Ethereum, but not in 1 year.
How fast?
If I could tell you that, I would be richer than Elon Musk. So I'm going to get into it for 1 second, but the whole point of the DeFi, you get to do staking or governance, and you get to participate in using the blockchain. By this, you actually get additional rewards. So for example, by using Algorand, you're getting somewhere between 7 and 12% returns in a year on top of the appreciation. So if you invested $100 in Algorand, besides for if it can go to 200 or 300 or 400, you're also getting percentages on your investment for doing nothing. And that is real blockchain. That is real cryptocurrency. People buying it on exchanges, they're not doing anything in the actual blockchain space.
They just do transactions.
Yes, they
Buy,
just don't
sell.
trade. Correct. And they're trading on an internal ledger of the exchange, not on the actual blockchain ledger. But that's a different topic. It's the riskiest place and the place that can give you the most. So if you really want to make 50,000 to 300,000, you would invest in a DeFi application or DeFi project, and you would stake as well. So as you invest, you're also getting percentage on your investment, if that makes sense.
So what is the first step? He's just Googling DeFi cryptocurrency platforms and doing the homework, studying them and choosing the best one?
To be honest, there's a lot of information that's coming out on YouTube. I'm not talking about my channel, I'm talking about there's so many YouTubers, and they all talk about a project. What I look for in a project when I invest in DeFi, because it's so easy to lose your money, but you can also make a tremendous amount of money, you got to look, first of all, who's the charge of the project. So you got to look at their background. Who's the CEO? You got to make sure that the person that you're investing in, you can see their face. For example, Shiba Inu, it's a BS project. You don't see the person's face. I would not invest in a project like that. So you start doing your research. Oh, if like, let's say you're investing in a project, finance, for example, you would like somebody that has banking experience, for example, or running a major corporation in the real world. You want somebody to have the experience of that. I always look for military experience, possibly, because usually people in the military have a different mindset of the way they do stuff in regular life. Once you look at the team, you want to look at what they're trying to do. This is called utility. Utility is the project is trying to do X, Y, Z. And DeFi, which is decentralized finance, tries to solve one CeFi problem, centralized finance. If I'm going too fast, let me know. I know it's a lot of information. You good for now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. So you look for who's in charge of the project. You look what they're trying to do. Are they trying to do something special? Now a lot of projects, all they're doing is NFT. It's a BS. Everyone's doing it. The people running the project always make the most money because they have the biggest wallets when it comes to these projects. But that's what you start looking at. Who's making the project and what are they trying to do? And to make 5x, you can make it, but you need to buy in something called a pre-sale. Pre-sale means if, let's say, tomorrow the project goes for everybody to buy, right? There's something called pre-sale. Before it's on the open market, you can buy before it hits. And usually the price is 50% cheaper than when it hits the actual market. If the project goes and somebody's going to start buying it, the price starts going up a lot. Of course, if nobody's buying it, the price is going to drop. But that's the best chance you have of making 50,000 to 300,000. It has to be a DeFi project in a year.
Have you ever heard about or pay attention to DeFi world before?
No.
Okay, so it's something new for you. I know a little bit about it, but if I pay attention more to your videos, probably I will know more. And as I see, you don't touch startups thing at all. You don't like this?
Startups? What,
Yeah.
like startup businesses?
Yeah, investing in startups. You know, like Facebook was
Yeah,
startup.
I do.
Somebody give him $34,000 now. You know.
So I'm always looking to invest in a startup. It's very hard to find a startup, and most startups will not take 50,000 from you, because by the time, no offense, I'm nobody, you're nobody, and you guys are everybody, but we're nobodies. Nobody is going to come to us and say, I need your 50,000. By the time they're going to come to us, they only coming to us if we have millions of dollars. They don't need us. There's huge investment firms that are investing, right? This type of penny investing. I personally do invest in pre-IPO before it hits the stock market. I'm actually invested in 2 companies right now. One is Kraken, which is an exchange that didn't hit the stock market yet. And I also invested in something called Unreal Engines. They are a software provider that actually supports Meta. You know, Facebook Meta? That's right. They're the software that they're using to create this metaverse.
Oh, okay, got it.
And I'm getting in before.
How did you get the information about those 2?
You have to be something called an accredited investor. You guys can Google what that is. You have to have a certain net worth. You have to have a certain background in investing. You wouldn't be able to do that. But again,
so you become a registered investor, they send you information?
You sign up with a broker. These specific brokers allow you to get in on these pre-IPOs. And what happens is the broker, like the brokerage house, they'll buy shares in the company and they sell you their shares.
Got it.
And then they take 20% of whatever happens once it goes public. But the public can be 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. You can't pull out. That's it. Once you invest, you just have to wait. That's not for you.
It sounds like still it's a daily job. You need to pay attention to all the things that you recommend.
100%.
Do you like this idea? You're capable of, you know, spending 2 hours a day, like you ready to do that?
If I will make money from this, why not? Yeah, I will do that.
Okay.
So, just to break it down, there's never a guarantee to make money. But the only way, in my opinion, to make 5 times your money in 1 year, if you want any possibility, is getting into the DeFi. But investing in DeFi projects is the most of the riskiest investing possible. High risk, high reward. So,
what about NFT scene? You don't touch it, period?
I actually made one NFT. I sold it myself.
No, I mean like investing.
Investing.
Selling, or no, buying some to resell for the bigger value. You don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it. It's a totally different type of investing that you got to do research. It's like investing in a brand new company. And there's tons of Discords, tons of Telegram groups. This is where people send out alerts, and the way they do it is they do mass buying. Like if you have a group and you're part of a group of 2,000 people or 10,000 people, they're like, okay, we like this type of NFTs. We're gonna you understand? It's all group, not influenced, but orchestrated almost. And that's how something goes up. Supply and demand. The more people that demand it, the supply stays the same. As demand goes up, the price must go up because there's not enough supply for all of the demand. But if the demand goes down, there's enough supply for everybody, which means the price drops. This is the economics.
How much time a day you spend analyzing information?
So I'm doing around 6 or 7 YouTube videos every single day, AMAs, things like that. So I'm doing every day, all day. Let's say a good 6 or 8 hours. But I do it now through my YouTube videos, because if I want to review
so you
a project,
kind of think while you record?
100%. Like yesterday I did a video on Binance, for example. So I got to know everything that's happening. Algorand, I made a video this morning, I made a video yesterday about the governance, and I'm showing people how you can make percentage on your money. So I'm learning and going at, doing videos. Sometimes I'll do a live and I'll do a full review during the live, things like this.
Before Mac, I'm gonna ask another question. I remember you told me about SafeMoon project. It was like a year ago probably. And I pay attention to this, and I see that the top managers, or how you call them, founders, their behavior is kind of weird. They're not like, coming like you, for example. You treating your audience every day, you with them, this bonus, like thank you very much. They completely opposite. They keep themselves like kind of close. And this project is kind of having a weird vibe right now. You don't have the same feeling? Or you don't care about SafeMoon anymore?
No, I'll say it like this. I have a lot of people that I know, that I gained friendships throughout, this last year, that are invested in SafeMoon. So I respectfully decline to speak about SafeMoon. It's not something that I concentrate on right now, but I don't want to talk about the project because I know a lot of people that are invested in it. And you got to be very careful with what you say as a personality. So I don't have anything good or bad to say. I just don't want to talk about it at all.
Okay, that's good to know.
I know you're looking for Easy money. There is no such thing. I just wanted to let you know there is no such thing. And the problem is that a lot of people that invested during COVID that made 5x buying Tesla or 5x buying AMC or a GameStop shop, right? This was not a normal. And yes, Bitcoin went up 5x. Yes, for sure. I was able to make 5x on my money on Bitcoin as well. But I also bought Bitcoin when it was 40 something thousand. So I'm lost on that buy. You never know when the market turns. Tomorrow, for example, if they approve a Bitcoin ETF, which means that large investment firms can invest directly into Bitcoin through an ETF, exchange traded fund, Bitcoin's going to go through the roof. It's going to double, triple. This is what I personally believe. But you don't know if it's tomorrow, you don't know if it's in 6 months, and you don't know if it's in 2 years. You don't know. And the only way to make 5x is these DeFi projects, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, that's why last year I invested this business. So I don't want to wait all the time this, because I'm going to do something else now that I'm not done with cryptocurrency. I'm keep doing this. So
he invited me to have Turkmen plov, and I told him the answer to his question about investing 50,000. Let's Google it. So we put in the Google exact this phrase: how to make how to make $250,000 profit out of $50,000, and it was like 8 examples of people, their interviews, how they actually did that. And 80% of them were NFT artists. So they created NFT, they sold it for a lot of Ethereums. Sure. And another one was cryptocurrency, like your advice. So you see, the whole game is in crypto right now, and we don't even talk, still. Do you know how many people still, they hear cryptocurrency, they like, get out of here, So this is out of horizon already, this question, so cryptocurrency, NFT, that was the answer of Google.
Yeah, if you make NFTs or flip them, the thing is, the way it works is this. It's a very interesting situation. If you make an NFT or you make an NFT, it's not going to sell. Maybe $100, I don't know, whatever. If I make an NFT, probably it's going to sell for maybe 500 or 1,000 because somebody knows who I am, right? But if somebody who's famous makes an NFT, they're going to make 50,000 on it. 100,000, 10,000, 5,000, and they open up NFT lines. The rarer it is, the best it is. Let's say you make 100 NFTs. Your line is 100 NFTs, right? And our NFTs, it's you. You're the NFT, right? Exactly you. Jacket, button down, sneakers.
You mean the picture?
Correct, it's you. You're an NFT, but you look like a cartoon. Let's make him a cartoon. Let's say a monkey or something, a rhino. It doesn't matter. Like NFT, cartoonish.
Character.
Correct. So every time you're gonna they take the form and then they just change the attributes. Different glasses, different color, different jacket color, different attributes of what you're wearing. And then what happens is they'll make one, instead of a jacket, he's wearing a vest. That's it. Instead of a jacket, a vest, or one without a jacket at all. This one out of 100 is gonna be worth 5 times more than the other ones because it's unique. And that's how you get the NFTs to go up. But you need to spend money on an NFT artist. You need to spend money on advertising. And at the end of the day, it's still not guaranteed because it's an oversaturated market. Everyone's doing it. So you're left really with cryptocurrency.
So you need to create a community around yourself.
100%. 100%.
What is your college major, if it's not a secret?
business accounting.
Business accounting.
Yes.
Okay. You planning to live in New York City?
Yeah.
Okay. No moving to Florida. You don't care about the winter.
I love Florida, but its weather it sucks there. So I don't like when it's very hot.
Also, you got to take into account when you're buying and selling NFTs. A lot of these people are buying an NFT and selling an NFT, and they're selling it for short-term capital gains, which means you're paying maximum amount of capital gains, taxes, your personal tax bracket. And that's also the problem with trading NFTs. Usually people don't hold it for more than 1 year, 1 day, and they get a reduced tax bracket. Also in DeFi. So if you hold it literally for 1 year, you're automatically going to save in federal taxes.
1 year.
1 year, 1 day, yeah. 1 year, 1 day. 1 year and less, you're paying your regular tax bracket. Yeah, it's hard to make money. It's hard.
One question from I told my audience that I'm gonna do a video like that, and I had a subscriber. He's a very young person. He's like maybe 16 years old, and he asked me to ask Adam the Berg, what is the advice regarding if I only have $100 a month to invest? What is the advice to this person?
All right, that's a good thing. If I had $100 to invest right now, I would be investing it in probably crypto, and I would do blue chip cryptos. I would probably, if this was me, I would separate it between Bitcoin, Algorand, Polkadot, and Cardano. Those four. You can add other ones, and every single time you have the 100, just keep buying, and you do DCAing the dip, dollar cost averaging the dip. This is personally what I would do, and then I would do it through DeFi. As I was telling Mekan that you would do it through DeFi, and now you're also making percentages just for doing nothing. It's called passive income, and then passive income becomes something called compound passive income, which means that if you have $100 and you made 10%, now it's $110. 10% on $110 is not the same as 10% on $100, so on and so forth. But what I really wanted to tell Mekan is, are you going to stop working in 1 year, or you're done? Are you still going to work?
Yeah, I'm still working.
Okay. So in reality, there's no rush for you to go and make $50,000 to $300,000. This is your dream. I understand. You want to be rich. Everybody's good. You want to go drink. You want to go on a yacht. Everybody likes this, right?
Exactly.
This is okay.
You give directions, but at the end of the day, it's always homework.
I'm just saying, you can make 50,000 to 300, but you can also make 50,000 to zero very fast. And it's your hard money. Not too many 25-year-olds have 50,000.
It's so hard. Okay, Adam, I needed help to understand how do you identify scam cryptocurrency world?
All right, that's a good question. You got to do your due diligence, and again, the first thing I like is a docs team. Docs means that you know who the team is, who's making the actual project. I like to look to make sure that the team that is doing the actual project has the background. And then what I do is I do Google. So if the team says, oh, I was in the military, I'll search it. If the team is going to say, I worked for this and this company, I'll search it. And then you go to Linkedin. You make sure that if they say, I worked for XYZ Corporation, you check, did they work for XYZ Corporation? These are the basic things first. See if they're lying or not. Then
how you can't know it's they are working?
They're what?
Example, working. How you can
The job, what they work in?
Yeah.
A lot of times, if you're going to look at the crypto projects, they're going to say we have 10 years experience in IT technology, or we have 5 years experience in the Air Force military, or we did things like that. A lot of times also these projects, they have Telegram groups, they have Discords, Twitter. You can ask them, say, hey, what is your background? If people are willing to explain to you, like if they can to have a conversation like this on Twitter, you feel more comfortable. Okay, they answer one question, you ask another question. They answer that one, you ask another one. If the team cannot answer your questions, this is a big red flag, at least for me. You want to see a clear and coherent path, which means that if they want to go from point A, where they are now, and they have an idea, you want to see how are you going to implement the idea? What are you going to do to make that idea happen? In paper, it's something called a white paper. White paper in cryptocurrency is the same thing as a business plan or an IT roadmap when it comes to a brand new business or a technology company. And then you want to see if they can do what they're saying. If it's too good to be true, sometimes it's a scam. So these are the first things that I'm looking at.
Can you make $250,000 a year on YouTube?
Yeah, there's a lot of YouTubers that are making that.
No, I mean, if he starts tomorrow, for example, and he has 50,000.
Do you say become a YouTuber?
No. Again, the same question. To transform 50,000 to $250,000 with the help of YouTube, he can do that?
You could do it. You could also be walking in the street and get hit by lightning, right? Seriously, nobody knows what's going to happen. I give you an example, Dogecoin. It was dead. Why did it start going crazy? Elon Musk tweeted about them. Shiba Inu, very similar. Even though Elon Musk doesn't own it, he started tweeting about it, right? That is something called artificial growth. It means it's BS growth. It grew for nothing. Then you have a company like Tesla. For years, it almost went bankrupt. The entire time, they're trying to make a product that everyone thought they can't make, that is BS, electric cars. All of a sudden, they started producing, they built factories, all of a sudden, they're making their numbers, all of a sudden, it's not imagination, it's actually happening. That's not artificial, that is natural growth. So you never know what that next project is. But if you're searching on YouTube, there's always people talking about different projects. There's also YouTube channels that are talking about very risky plays, more risky than I would speak about. Those are the risky plays that can also make you 5-6 times on your money, but they can also lose you the money.
Adam, thank you very much for your time and this insights. So I think Mekan is going to leave this location with a better understanding and some ideas what actually to do and where to start the homework. What do you want to say to the Adam?
Yeah, I want to say thanks so much for your time, and for Dima also, thanks so much for having me today, and I am so glad being here. So to talk, to meet new people, thanks so much.
Final thought from the Berg.
Okay, if you are going to invest in these risky investments and you have nothing else to do, or even if you do, you must search every day, 10 hours a day. Do your research. Literally all day long, what you should be doing is going through YouTube, going through Google, going to Telegram group, going to Discord group, download white papers, download roadmaps, download the team members, see what they're doing, check if they're unique. If they're unique and they're making something that's interesting, that they're building something on the DeFi space, see if somebody else is doing the same thing. If nobody's doing it, okay, maybe you have a winner and they check all the boxes. Doc's team, good roadmap, good experience, so on and so forth. For example, I just invested in a company, it's called A Nation Token, for example, and it's run by Chuck Russell, who was the producer of The Mask, Scorpion King, Eraser, I mean, hit movies. He opened up a project on the DeFi space where you can invest and then you guys split profits, 5% of movie intakes. That takes like 24 months. It's not for you. If you have longer time to wait, maybe you can look on it. But this was a Doc's team. You know who the guy is. He has prior experience. He has a great idea that nobody else is doing. That's, for me, a strong winner.
Was it a fast decision, this movie guy, or it was 100 hours of homework anyway?
No, it was great. They actually called me for a promotion job. I did a promotion. And then I did 2 or 3 videos for free for them because I bought. I went over it with my Patreon group beforehand. I said, guys, let's review this project together. All of us didn't find anything wrong. So if we can all decide on one project, that means it's a good project. If we can find something wrong, it's a bad one. So I invested in it right away. That's the one that I made like 3x on my money or something like this on it. And I was able to buy pre-sale before it hit the open market, which was great. So that's a winner for me, this project. So you have to do the same thing and look. That's what I mean by good team, good map, and they have a white paper explaining how and what they're gonna do. Besides for making movies, they're gonna bring other producers in where we're gonna finance those movies, things like that. So I'm oversimplifying it, but that was a winner for me because it checked all my boxes. Even with that, it's not necessarily 100% that is gonna do good. Why? Even if you implement and do everything right, at the end of the day, what if the movie is not seen? What if nobody watches the movie that we make, right? You did your whole project, it still has to go good. I'm invested very big in this project. I'm just giving you an example. With every good thing can be bad thing, but that's how you invest in it. So if I was you, literally 10 hours a day, but there are people that buy pre-sale, like they'll buy before it hits the open market. As soon as it hits the open market, they sell in a day. They make their 20, 30, 40%, next project, 20, 30%, next project. And if you get lucky and you do this correctly, then yes, you can make a lot. But remember how hard you worked to make your $50,000. And remember imagine how hard it would be to sleep at night if you lost $50,000 investing. And remember, you're only 25. If you have to work another year or two to make more money, invest this one, make your 10, 20% a year, steady. Get another 50,000 working, another 10,000. Hopefully the market's going to go up. You shouldn't give yourself a clear and cut I need 12 months to make money because I need all the money to open up something. You understand? This is my final suggestion, final thoughts.
My advice, don't think what other people think about you, and if you want to make $300,000 to buy a nice car, you know, to buy, maybe to live somewhere in a nice neighborhood, you want to impress people whom you don't even like, probably, because I remember you saying you don't like a lot of people, you don't hang out with many people, you don't, you know, like, so there is nobody to impress. You need to impress yourself.
That's true. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave Mekan Instagram just for the reference, and your YouTube channel and your Telegram, your Patreon. So you have how many things on social media right now?
I got a couple. We're going
Okay.
4 or 5.
Okay, Adam, thank you very much
Thank
for
you
your
so
time.
much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for watching this video. If you are first time on my YouTube channel, let me tell you something, please subscribe. I promise you interested content. Also hit like if you like this video and hit dislike if you hate something. Also, please comment to this video your questions and your comments. What do you think about this topic? Thank you very much for your attention again. Have a nice day.